connection that binds us as an interstellar community is fragile, even tenuous. Nothing has proved that more than the jump gate shutdown and the resulting turmoil. As the Alliance of the Word, we strive to strengthen the bond between the peoples inhabiting our galaxy, and you too shall do your part. The connection that binds us as the connection that binds us as an interstellar community is fragile, even tenuous. Nothing has proved that. As the Commonwealth begins to regroup, to reconnect, the continuing isolation of our Boron allies is shrouded in mystery. Our only means of communication, irregular messenger drones, through which we have just now received word from Kingdom End again. The Boron are thriving and seemingly investigating jump gate technology. We are now dispatching a research expedition to investigate further, and you have been accepted to join our endeavor.
Entering system, Morningstar.
Setting course for Heretic's End.
Affirmative.
Some of you are new additions to our expedition. Others have been with us since we set out for Trinity Sanctum. As we approach our destination, allow me a moment for a brief introduction. I, Cadet, welcome you in my capacity as commanding officer of this expedition. In our complacency, we treated the gates as an eternal gift from a higher power. We did not make sufficient effort to understand the technology. This is how the galaxy has found itself in this predicament. The Alliance of the Word is a collective of scholars and scientists, intent on advancing understanding through cooperation. Word reached us from the Boron of Kingdom End some months ago, via the messenger drone network. It seems they may be making some headway with their gate technology experimentation. At first, I will admit, we dismissed the notion. So many scientists have tried and failed to interact with the gate network. But now, the dormant gate at Heretic's End is showing infrequent, but undeniable signs of activity. This may or may not be related to the Boron experiments, but the timings coincide too starkly to ignore. If the Boron have truly succeeded in manipulating the jump gate, the consequences are beyond significant. But let us not get ahead of ourselves. This expedition was tasked with resolving the many unknowns of this situation. We could be reuniting with our Boron brethren. Equally, we could find ourselves welcoming a fleet of Xenon destroyers. Everybody, stay alert.
Entering system, Heretic's End.
We have to make sure that everything is in order.
Explorer, perhaps your attention is best focused on the task at hand. Why do you not scout ahead?
Taking serious damage.
Explorer.
With the successful connection of the Kingdom End jump gate, we are once again reunited with at least some of our lost kin. A great rift within our people can now begin to heal. But our systems, once drifting in the dark, now also connect to the Commonwealth. Diplomatic relations must be established with its peoples, old and new. For this task, your Queen calls upon you, her heralds. With the successful the Alliance of the Word shall be our aid, and Expedition Leader Numankeret shall guide you. My heralds, reach out to the very deepest corners of the Gate network and deliver our message. The Queendom has returned. Renowned friend!
Greetings, reputable friend. What will you do with your new ship after our herald duty?
I will continue my journeys to visit all the different communities, make countless new friends, and learn about their customs. I intend to write a journal about my travels to inform our kin about the wonders of the world beyond the Queendom and delight their curiosity.
That does indeed sound most fabulous. My curiosity is already stimulated. I am anticipating great delight in reading your journal.
What are your plans?
I will gift the ship to my sibling. He is embarking upon a significant step in his life, which calls for a celebration.
That is very kind of you.
Attention! Announcement for the heralds. Her Majesty Queen Polyphides will now see you. By the grace of Her Majesty, Queen Polyphides of the Queendom of Boron, you have been granted an audience. May I announce our honored guest, Numankeret, representative of the Alliance of the Word. The Queen's Heralds, Palamo, Kulumi, and Fomofi. I present Her Majesty Queen Polyphides.
I welcome you, honored Representative Numankaret, and of course, my pioneering heralds. The task entrusted to you is no less than the reintegration of the Queendom into its place within the galactic community. The Alliance of the Word has offered its aid in this endeavor, and so it falls upon Numankaret to lead you, my heralds, to the farthest corners of the Gate network.
I'm truly honored to be entrusted with this mission.
My heralds, you carry a message of Boron camaraderie. Seek out others wherever they may be found. Seek friendship and understanding. Most vital of all, be kind. All we have in this endless universe is each other. Be not discouraged if you face harsh words or cynicism. Be understanding, for Boron kindness has been absent from their lives for so long. Create a beneficial ripple throughout the known systems. May Starlight guide you in your duties, and on completion of your mission, we bestow upon you the gift of these ships. May they bring you fulfillment and accomplishment in your voyages thereafter. We bid you farewell, brave heralds, and wish safe travels upon you.
This concludes the royal audience. Our honored guests, you are invited to hold your inaugural mission briefing at the designated venue.
Please follow me. We must indeed proceed with the mission briefing. Before we commence with business matters, may I say that it is a great honor to work with you heralds on your royal mission. My part is to provide you with the necessary information for your mission manager, and to monitor your progress. Other than that, I will contact you should the need arise. Over the course of this endeavor, there will be multiple missions for you to choose from. While it is your duty to complete all missions, the order in which you pursue them is a matter for your own discretion. You are now ready to embark upon your voyage. See it through thoroughly to completion, and you will be the pride of the Queendom.
Renowned friend, which assignment did you receive? To a Boron scientist? Surely they have a convenient supply of Bofu secured. I am afraid you may have drawn the short straw. A mere courier assignment. I am responsible for establishing a defense treaty with the Argon Federation. I wish you the best of luck. Farewell, dear friend.
Pressure.
It is of the utmost urgency that this modest Bofu delivery arrives at my facility. I have marked a Bofu chemical lab station, which sells Bofu, but feel free to find a more lucrative trade source.
Mission interrupted. New mission activated.
The Vigor Syndicate, you say? Well, of course I can answer a few questions, officer. Protectors of Windfall, they call themselves, and their protection is something that upstanding business people tend to pay good credit for. Nothing in the system happens without their knowledge. Any transaction, physical or virtual, that passes through, it's safe to assume they know about it. There is no money laundering that I'm aware of at the present time, no. Large-scale financial transfers, yes, but they're for the most part limited to generous loans to the needy over in Avarice. What's that? Runners? I don't think you should pay those rumors any attention, officer. Under the Syndicate's watch, there has been no smuggling of illicit substances for as long as I can remember. The Vigor Syndicate, you say? Well, of course.
Who said transporting this stuff doesn't pay just because we've legalized it? Isn't that right, Runner? A few more of these contracts and you'll be swimming in credits. Letting us in on the deal was the smartest move you could have made, by the way. Finally, someone who respects the work we do. Obey the rules and you've got nothing to fear, is what the boss always... Oh. Hey, everyone, drop point coming up. Get back in formation. Alright, Runner. Let's get this over with. Head for the station, make your delivery, get paid, blah blah. We'll keep an eye on you. And any suspect traffic, of course. No need to worry while you're with us. Another traitor en route to Aurora, and they're not flying Syndicate colors. Such a shame for them. Why, hello there, unsinkable. What are you doing out here in the dark all alone? Haven't you heard? Nothing but scum and villainy in Windfall these days. Personally, I wouldn't take a single step outside without protection. Wouldn't it be terribly inconvenient if, say, one of your engines suddenly caught a couple of stray, high-velocity rounds? Imagine getting stranded like that. And the distress call operators are all so very, very busy right now. They dropped a bunch of crates. Hey, Gara, go and pick them up. Not you, runner. Keep staying on course. And be happy you're on our side. That's how it's done. And trash has nothing on us. Now go and get those wares delivered. You have priority docking permission.
Out of docking range.
Have I ever told you about the time we went head-to-head with an armada of pirate hunters? Oh yes, things were going all sorts of sideways. Then a second, humongous fleet showed up. In a blinding revelation from the Holy Triangularity itself, one of us had the idea to... Actually, this won't make sense unless I wind back a bit further. So bear with me. I was in something of a spot of bother when this dashing young scoundrel single-handedly overwhelmed the entire guard detail of a Ministry of Finance military station. Have I ever told you about the time?
Jolly egg salad. You are one for Tall Tale's axiom. If you do not stop adding another piece of scale-bristling bravado to this story every time you tell it, I will one day foreclose on your bastoo. So let us start again, and kindly from the very beginning. Our wild card had just found himself in something of a predicament, with ample time to reflect on his past mistakes.
Psst. Hey. Oh. Looks like this is your lucky day. Two Eyes, that's the bunk of Hinu Hurricane, legendary pirate. Ministry disappeared her before she got the chance to escape. Not before prepping her cell, though. Golden ticket, the inmates call it. The guards never found out, but for some thrice-forsaken reason, they haven't stuffed anyone else in there, ever. Ah, but that's exactly where you ended up, didn't you? By the Triangularity, you'll be the one to finally get us out of here. What are you waiting for? Check every nook and cranny. There's got to be something to that tale. panel by the door, maybe. Mine's punched in tight, but that could be it. Praise the twinkling stars, you did it! Let's have a little chat, shall we? Be welcome at my threshold, chosen one. I'm the Axiom, but you can call me Axiom. My pleasure. These Ministry goons think I'm a hacker, but that only shows how grossly they underappreciate my craft. Here's the deal. If you can get me out of this cell, then I'll get you up this station. I've already tried hacking. I mean, gaining access to the security system. But the power fluctuations are resetting it constantly. Probably on purpose. If you can tamper with the generator and make the station module switch to backup power, I'll have a brief window to open my cell. Here, take this communicator so we can coordinate. I have insider information on the prison layout. I'll guide you remotely. Don't ask, it's part of my job. I'll wait here and tidy up my cell. Looks like I'll be released early. Don't bother. That console is disabled without a guard present. Would have been too easy. That's the way. Good luck.
In the aftermath of the escalating tensions between the United Space Command and the Commonwealth, culminating in the destruction of the Taurus Eternal, the people of the solar system welcomed the seclusion the Jumpgate shutdown brought with it. In isolation, they prospered and soon began to heal, putting the traumatic events of the past behind themselves. After an initial period of instability, the USC government was restructured, and out of the wreckage of the old, the Terran Protectorate was born. Now, having re-established contact with the Gate Network, we, the Protectorate, are the shield valiantly standing between its inhabitants and the Xenon menace. The other factions may not recognize us as Supreme Protectors just yet, but they will. Ever since I can remember, I have dreamt of seeing Earth, humble origin of our species, up close. Since I was born on a trading vessel in the far orbit around Titan, the core of the solar system remains, according to Protectorate policy, beyond my reach. That is, until I have made a name for myself. Having recently graduated from cadet school, I aim to do just that.
Tell me again why we're stuck with maintenance duty in Mars of all places.
Gladius.
gonna attack our backyard.
Satellite.
This one's fine. Go check that satellite over there. I'll just head over this way.
Empty space.
Seriously, we're already 3 months out of cadet school and they still fob us off with housekeeping jobs. We should be out there, with Intervention, saving the universe. Wait, that one's missing. Why is it? Mission Command says to just deploy a new one. See? They don't even care.
The mission statement of the Pioneer Initiative was to expand the Terran sphere of influence past Sol's gates. Refugee communities suddenly stranded when the gates were disconnected, along with disenfranchised people born on the outer rim of Sol, were brought together under the banner of expanding into the unknown. At first, it was merely a tool established by the Terran government with the express intent of keeping these disparate groups at arm's length, and to create another protective buffer between Sol and the Gate network. Ever since their inception, however, these resolute pioneers ceaselessly fought to loosen the Terran's grip over the organization in order to turn it into something truly inspiring and independent. For us Sagaris pioneers, science is the cornerstone of society. With the few resources we have available to us, it's the only way we could ever hope to make Brennan's Triumph our home, and to truly free ourselves from the Terran yoke. For that reason, I could never give up the pursuit of knowledge, no matter what dangerous places it might lead me to. It's been years now since the gate to Aldrin shut down. I wonder how the people there are doing. Are they scared? Do they miss their loved ones? I wonder if we're ever going to hear from them. So many technological advancements, and we're still mostly clueless about how the gates work and what affects them. We just take them for granted. I wish I could talk to whoever built them. Ask them why. Why build a network of gates and then leave? So many questions yet to be answered. I guess the upside is that I won't run out of things to investigate anytime soon.
Najia, what are you doing? Are you off daydreaming again? Have you not read my message? I clearly stated the importance of this task. I have already set up all the instruments, and now I'm only waiting for you. Hurry up, we don't have all cycle.
Rapier.
The connection.
The Great Jump Gate shutdown plunged many lesser civilizations into chaos. As fringe families of the Ronkar Patriarchy started losing their sectors, Great Ronkar Tinkent, Patriarch of all Split, ignored his subjects' demands for relief. Instead, he chose to stay silent, arming himself against the inevitable rebellion. When the network ultimately unraveled, our people persevered. Liberated from cruel imperial taxation, we free families could finally rebuild our realms, each under the reign of our own patriarch. Now the gates have reconnected, and the oppression of old has returned. Zyarth, claiming to be Patriarch of all Split, is invading our realms to enrich himself on our economy and purge our identity. This the free patriarchs will not allow. My patriarch, Pig, joined the coalition of free families to face the Zyarth Armada. I have the great honor of leading our squadron of fighters under my commander, Yut Kink, and by Gao, I will make my family proud. And in his wisdom, the Patriarch of all Split graciously offers to accept your capitulation. Surrender now, and your executions will be honorable and swift.
Rattlesnake. Dragon.
Too much static. Scanners are useless. Can't lose more pilots. Keep looking. Split warriors. Survive or dishonor your family. Almost there.
Docking granted. Jaguar.
You survived good. You are strong. They left us for dead. We make them pay for their arrogance. Take this ship and wreak vengeance.
Jaguar. Dragon.
While Patriarch Ronkar failed his subjects, Patriarch Zyarth made a name for himself fighting the Xenon. When the jump gate shutdown disconnected the realms, Zyarth the Provident prevented the split families around him from drifting apart. After the gates realigned, Zyarth the Undying had outlived all but wretched Takir from the patriarchs of old. Now it is time to pick up the shards of Ronkar's empire and follow in Thuruk's steps, as High Patriarch Zyarth shall unify all Split once again. We will welcome them all, outcasts, exiles, and even the accursed, back into Split society. As a proud member of Family Newt, I joined Zyarth's expeditionary fleet to prove my worth to the Empire. Being recognized as an equal among the warriors has never been easy, but it is in my nature to defy tradition.
And in his wisdom, the Patriarch of all Split graciously offers to accept your capitulation. Surrender now, and your executions will be honorable and swift.
Commander, there is nobody left to surrender.
Good. No more useless negotiations. Inform the fleet.
All pilots, you have performed as expected. Distraction dealt with. Military campaign against wretched Argon creatures can continue. Patriarch expects true Split to show initiative.
Rattlesnake.